They try to tell you it ain't about that money. But everybody I know getting to that paper.
YouTube, what's happening? It is your guy Hitch. I hope you're all settling in to the best season of the year. We all know that it's fall. Shout out to all the fellow Libras. Now, I've said it once, I've said it twice, and I'll say it again. 1990s basketball sneakers was the best basketball sneaker of all time, simply put. And I have the perfect sneaker today to help prove that and tell that story as we celebrate their 30th anniversary. And the sneaker that I'm talking about is the Shaq Attaq ones in the home colorway. The OGs originally dropped in 1992, and this year is making its third retro. And I'm finally getting my first pair.
Gold digging biddies, bunch of money they won't get to learn. Hood starving like it's Ramadan, so we never take a short, so money longer than a conga line. Consequence of never having shit. Running through the lane, they're the savages. Chasing at the dollar, dollar, dollar. Almighty dollar, dollar, dollar. Almighty dollar, dollar, dollar. They ain't waiting for them commas. Even run up on your mama. Even make a deal, kill a still, so they baby get a meal. Anything for the dollar bill. They ain't waiting for them commas. Even run up on your mama. Gotta grind skate for it. Mama told me pray for it. Ain't no time to wait for it. Might just catch a case for it. Math on the chase for it. Bad boy like I'm Mace for it. Ain't no player safe for it. Everybody in the field in that race for it. Get a strap, get a safe for it. Get a safe for it.
There are 3 different materials used to make up the uppers on the Shaq Attaq, starting with 2 leathers, suede, and ending with an anodized material. The first leather is white. It covers most of the uppers starting at the toe, ending all the way back at the heel. The second leather are black accents on the lateral and medial sides. Now, the black leather does have somewhat of like a tumbled texture to it. The second material are the gray accents on the lateral and medial sides as well. But on the lateral side, it does help to make up that Reebok logo from back in the day. Last but definitely not least, because it does add the pop to these sneakers, and that's going to be the anodized blue azure material on the ankle collars. Now, you guys know I love great materials on sneakers. Unfortunately, there's not a great material on this sneaker to call out because all of the materials are subpar or just trash. Finally, you have the last detail on the Shaq Attaqs, and that is going to include the Shaq logo and text on the back heel, which I do love. I think Shaq had one of the better logos back in the day, but it just happened to be slept on.
They ain't waiting for them commas, even run up on your mama, even make a deal, kill a still, so they baby get a meal, get a meal. Anything for the dollar bill. They ain't waiting for them commas, even run up on your mama.
These Shaq Attaq ones are going to come with flat white laces in them, and underneath the laces, the anodized azure blue material is used again to make up the entire tongue. But that's not the standout this time. The standout is going to be the pump at the top of the tongue that most people either remember and or loved about these Shaq Attaq ones. Behind the tongue, you have the Shaq text and logo, but also the black mesh lining that's also used for the inside lining of the sneaker, and down at the bottom is the black insole that has the phrase that says, "All men count on you, but none too much," in white, along with the Shaq logo and Reebok text.
18-wheeler, college grad turned dope rap dealer, diamond from the mud, plans for a villa, but ramen noodle nights turn a preacher to a killer, make a deal.
90s basketball sneakers were known for having bulky midsoles and outsoles, and that is true about these Shaq Attaq ones, as the bulky midsoles are completed in white, but they do have black and blue accents to them that bleed over into the white outsole and become black and blue accents for the outsole as well. The call out on the midsole and outsole is going to be that graphite plate that you can see in the midfoot and heel area.
Never having shit, running through the lane, they're the savages, chasing at the dollar, 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 almighty dollar, 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 almighty dollar, dollar, dollar. They ain't waiting for them commas, even run up on your mama, even make a...
I am hyped to see the Shaq Attaq ones retroing for the 4th time to celebrate the 30th anniversary, but I would be lying if I said I was not disappointed with the quality of these sneakers. The quality on these Shaq Attaq ones are terrible. That is really the easiest way that I can explain it. Back in the day, the pump used to actually do something. It would actually give you a more snug fit when you would use it. When you would release the air out of the pump, it would loosen the sneaker back up. Nowadays, it does nothing. Very similar to the DMX technology that are on the Answer ones that Reebok is retroing. Reebok is removing the tech out of their sneakers, and I think it's dumb as hell. But to remove the tech and to dumb down the materials and give us these horrible materials is piss poor, especially when the price tag is $180. If you want to spend $180 for nostalgia, go for it. But I cannot say that this sneaker is worth 180 bucks. Like I mentioned before, I never had a pair of these when they released prior. So for me, I'm spending the 180 for nostalgia and to give you guys this video and to warn you. Now, the sneaker itself dropped on Reebok.com and Finish Line on September 23rd. I was able to get them for $145. Finish Line happened to cancel my order, so then I had to cop them a week later for the $180. And it was because I thought they were going to sell out, which they have not. There are like small sizes left on Reebok.com. Finish Line completely wiped the sneaker off their website. And that's because there's going to be like the official release at Dick's Sporting Goods, Finish Line, and it looks like they're going to have a restock of the larger sizes on Reebok.com on October 14th. They are true to size, so if you want to cop, you would be able to do that on the 14th, but if you can use rewards or coupons to make your purchase, do so. If not, I would wait. Get them below retail. On a scale of 1 to 5, I have 2 ratings. The original sneaker, the OG of this shoe, is a 5. But because of the sneaker that I'm holding in hand with these terrible materials, these are a 3 for a price tag of 180. If you can get them for like 140, then I'll say they're a 5. But hit the comments, let me know what you guys think about these. And if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. I am disappointed, and I'm out.
Make a deal, they do anything for that almighty killer still, they do anything for that almighty. Make a deal, they do anything.